Hey everybody, this is a big pot of bone broth that I'm simmering down, and this is taking the place of the beginning part of the video. Somewhere along the line my computer corrupted that particular file for that video, so I lost it. This bone broth was made from the chicken bones from the 22 chickens that I processed so far. When I did my bone broth, I did it in 2 batches. I had 5 pounds the first time of bones and 7 pounds the second time. And you want to weigh out your bones, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So what I did was I put my bones in this big turkey roaster, and I just kind of leveled them out, and then I covered them with water. I put pretty much as much water as I could fit in this roasting pan. And then for every pound of bones, you put 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And the reason you put that in is the vinegar helps leach the nutrients out of the bones, which is what you want in your bone broth. Alright, so here's what I got. I got this big pot of broth. It has a little bit of fat, and I'll let this cool down and then I'll put it in the refrigerator and then I'll skim the fat off. So I have this pot, and then I have another, almost a canner pot full of broth, bone broth, and then I have just about a gallon of bones and pieces left. And I had about this much with the last batch as well. Now, you can see all the marrow's out of that bone, so all the nutrients are out of these bones already. Well, somebody just pulled in the driveway, so I guess I'm going to end this video, but here's the broth and here's the bones. This is both batches combined. After I took the bones out, I put the broth back in here, and it has actually simmered down about 1 inch, and I'm simmering it to get it nice and thick and rich. And it's just about ready to can now. Alright, this pot is on my counter on one side of the kitchen, and my stove is on the other side of the kitchen, so I already went and got my jar. And I'm going to go ahead and can up this bone broth. And we're going to leave a 1-inch headspace. This really cooked down nice. And I don't think I'm going to add any salt to it because I'm going to be using this if we start getting a little cold or something. That's what I'm going to be using this for. So we got a 1-inch headspace. I'm going to wipe the rim of the jar. Put a hot lid and ring. And then when I get the canner full, we'll come back. Alright, so this is my bone broth I ended up with. And I actually put 7 quarts into the canner. And when I took them out and went to clean the jars a while ago, one of the jars did not seal. I'm not sure why. It could have been that there was a little rough edge on the one older jar. So I took that quart and added it to the little bit that I had left that didn't fit in for the first batch. And I ended up with 6 quarts, and then the others I did in pints, and I did 5 pints. So that's not too bad for basically free broth that just came from the bones that a lot of people just toss out in the trash. So I'm really happy with this, and this is a nice item to have in case you start feeling like you're getting sick, or if you have the flu. This really, really helps. So there's my bone broth from my chickens that we processed. Nothing goes to waste around here. So thanks for watching, and everybody have a great day.